Everybody, before we get into this very important update, I want to go over a quick overview of what's going on across the market. First, Bitcoin's at about 28,065. We had a target of 27,550 after we broke through the 28,800 or 28,770, depending on how you're looking at it. We fell back within the channel. We did not break down through the bottom of the channel, the support side of the channel, which was at 27,550. We came down to about 27,600. So we came all the way down, but failed to break that lower support in the channel. So now we're going to take a look to see what we have to do to confirm the bearishness and then continue to drop further. We'll take a very close look at that on Bitcoin. We need to take a look at Gary Gensler, who's said to be running for the 2024 seat in Maryland, the senator seat in Maryland, which you want to talk about corruption. This is how they do it. He's basically on the hot seat for what he's doing with the SEC, running the SEC under investigation. And now he said he's going to run for the Senate seat in Maryland in 2024. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. XRP's just over 48 cents. Over 46 cents. As it had a pretty nice drop down yesterday. But it's hanging around that 0.4606 level. So we're going to take a very deep look at XRP as well this morning in the technical analysis. We'll take a look at the DXYs. It's over 102. And we'll finish off with the total crypto market cap. Make sure you hit that like button as it greatly helps push me through the analytics. If you're watching at home, make sure you're contributing in the comments in a positive way. Make sure you're doing something positive for this community. Don't just sit there and say, oh, technical analysis doesn't matter, balls. XRP doesn't matter by the charts. So pay attention to what's going on in this update because we're very close to having a big breakdown. There are 1 to 2 ways that we could stop the breakdown, but as of right now, this is standard operating procedure, and we're doing exactly what we need to do to make a leg or to get to the next leg down. Lower highs, lower lows is never a good sign. Beyond that, the price action while we were going up, as I talked about before, there's been a bearish divergence, and that's how we knew we were going to drop. We had extreme moves of the price. The price action moved up, but the price volume was going down as we were going up. That's a negative diversion, bearish divergence. Make sure you hit that motherfucking like button. Hit that subscribe button too. Join the over 16,100 other subscribers. Oh, and one last thing of importance. Dow's down 154, S&P's down 17, NASDAQ's down 2662. So just pay attention to that. Now we're going to get over to the technical analysis. Good morning, 9:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, we'll start here. The DXY is at 102.311. I talked about on Sunday night, I've talked about how not just Sunday night, but I've talked about this for a couple weeks. Now it looked like we had a double bottom here. It also looked like an inverted head and shoulders pattern had started. We talked about it. And we talked about as long as we held the 100.34 that this pattern is bullish. It's got an inverted head and shoulders. And we talked about first step, 102.605. And that's what we're heading up to now. Ultimately, though, I don't believe that's going to be the end for the US dollar. I still see a way for it to get up to 105.303. But we get on top of 102.605. We can start breaking, up to that 103 spot, 674, and start breaking back up. But I still believe we're on an inverted head and shoulders. And until it gets invalidated by breaking the bottom of the head formation, to me, it's still a bullish formation for the US dollar currency index. Not overall in the grand scale, but in the immediate short term, which I said, if it makes that run back up to 102.60 at first, and then beyond, that's very bearish for crypto. And as you can see in the crypto markets, it went very bearish very quickly. We're going to have a silver stacking episode number 10 this week, so pay attention to that. I really appreciate the almost 400 views on the other silver stacking episode number 9, as we're up from 275 average. So that's good to see a little more interest in those videos. Total crypto market cap, let's keep this in line. Down 0.21%, 1.1278 trillion. And we knew exactly what was happening. We fell through We talked about if this 1.139 didn't hold and we broke through, if we get a rejection point as a rejection. So everybody keeps asking me, is this bearish, Tom, or is this bullish after the push up overnight? Very bearish. Right now we're looking for the appropriate rejection at about 1.139 with the overextension up to 1.145. That would be a perfect rejection. And as you can see, we've had a death cross here in the 4-hour time frame confirmed now, ladies and gentlemen. The 20 has recrossed the 200. A lot of people use the 50 crossing the 200. Well, that's on deck right now. 50 is about to recross the 200 as we speak. So pay very close attention. This could be an opportune time to short the market. But if you do, obviously, you're going to have to play it in a very strategic way. And I'm not a financial advisor. Should you take my advice? No motherfucking way. Hell to the no. So if we get rejected at 1.139 trillion, next step is 1.095 trillion. No more, no less, no bullshit. Anybody else telling you we're in a bull market still doesn't understand technical analysis, and you should probably watch somebody else. The greatest thing of all when you have these bear market rallies is you get all the schlubs that come out of the woodwork thinking we're in a bull market. Easiest thing to diagnose, and then you don't have to listen to them anymore. If somebody told you we're in a bear market while we're in a bear market rally, and the mother of all short coverings, not short sellings, but short coverings, you need to stop watching them. Bitcoin at 28,031. As we talked about before this drop ever happened, if we lost this 28,000 right here, and I said 770 on the overextension, but it's really 28,800. Once you lose that, then your next support area, there's nothing in between, folks, and you've seen that firsthand. 27,000, and we were back here, we called it 27,500. Over here, I call it 27,550. Where it hit, 27,570 approximately. We'll still say 550. 27,550 is that support. Never broke, but now it's coming back up. What you're looking for is a rejection where that death cross is going to happen. So somewhere around that 28,350 to 28,557 would be the ideal rejection here. And if we get a rejection there, that's very, very bad. Very bad. And I put this 28,404 up there yesterday. And that's the rejection point. I thought when it came back up, if we got rejected there. Then we're looking at 27,244. That is a support level that's still there. But I'm looking at, even before that, 27,500. You got the over, or 550. You've got the overextension at 27,244. Because that's the consolidation area. We could bring it down a little bit lower because the wick came down to about 26,962. So those are your areas, 27,550. Then you've got 26,962 underneath. I don't believe that would hold if we break the channel. I think 25,194 is more likely, but I've got to show you both of the numbers underneath. So pay attention to that. And then XRP. And this is a very simple update. I'm not going into anything else. You want to join Tom's Army, in the video description below. You want to send a donation, in the video description below and or pinned comments. There's Cash App. You can send XRP, yada, yada, yada. You can send a super thanks, which is on YouTube. If you want to trade XRP or your favorite cryptos in the USA or abroad, don't make excuses. I've got 2 great options below. No spot fees on the buy and sell, and you can futures trade up to 250x. Long you're shorting the market, that's BITGET and or Mexi, and that's in the video description below and or pinned comments. That's all I'm doing for things that you guys can do to trade the market. XRP now, the major thing is we fell below 475. Now we're in between the shit zones. Now if we get rejected here, as you can see, in the 4-hour time frame, we're below the 20-day, and we're looking for a rejection at that 468 support or resistance. And then if we break that, we've got 44 cents underneath, 432. But I'm looking at a retest down here at that 42. Now it's about 425. Well, 424, we'll say. We're looking for the 424 hit on that descending triangle now in the breakout, assuming we start breaking down. In the immediate pattern, or the overall long-term pattern, we could not break that downtrending resistance. Now we're below the 475, 474. We get a rejection here. In time, we're coming back down to that 40 cent area, but there's a few in between that I shared with you already. So that's how dire of a situation this is for XRP. And honestly, this retest right now, it could come all the way up to 475, but I highly doubt it's going that high with this kind of volume profile. Let's go into the 2-hour and see what we're looking at. Yeah, we're still well below here. We gotta get above the 464 level. First things first, if we're gonna try to make any kind of pushback up. But right now it's looking pretty bad. And then we've got this support right here, ladies and gentlemen, on the perpetual futures chart. And this is why I'm showing this chart this morning. This is your ultimate right here. If that 46 cents breaks, we're in a lot of trouble here. This is kind of what's holding us. We're trying to bounce on that structural support, because if you fall back within there, you get into that inside out wedge, and that bottom of that wedge is down at 25.3. So just be aware of this, what's going on with XRP. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this update, make sure you hit that motherfucking like button and subscribe to the channel and join the almost 16,200 subscribers. We're less than 17 away from 16,200. And also turn that bell notification to all so you get the next update when it comes out. Now let's take one quick look at Gary Gensler, then I'm getting the fuck out of here. So just doing my reading this morning, I was reading something, and all of a sudden I seen something with Gary Gensler running for Senate. So I typed it in, and it says, Gary Gensler, who recently faced heavy grilling from Congress, is said to be running for Senate from Maryland seat in 2024. So that's what's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not getting into a big article, but that's corruption at its finest. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the fuck's the point? You get caught up with all these social media influencers, YouTubers that don't know what the hell they're talking about. And it's my job to keep you on track, period.